The Tennessee Supreme Court has overturned the death sentence of a Dickson County jury that gave Jerry Ray Davidson nearly 20 years ago. The High Court says the jury should have received more information about Davidson's mental health. Tonight, the victim's family speaking out about the decision. News Channel 5's Mark Bellinger has the story all new at 6:30.
She grew up not far from me. We rode on the school bus together.
Former State Senator Doug Jackson is Virginia Ginny Jackson's cousin. This week, the Tennessee Supreme Court has overturned the death sentence handed to her killer by a jury more than 17 years ago.
For now, for this defect in the process to appear, I think is very disheartening for everyone related to Ginny, that cared about Ginny.
Ginny Jackson was last seen alive on the night of September 26, 1995 at a bar outside Dickson. When closing time came, she found herself a ride home with Jerry Ray Davidson, a convicted sex offender. Jackson was never again seen alive.
We're all just like we were a few days ago, kind of in a daze, just not wanting to believe it's true.
4 weeks later, hunters found her headless body in some woods near her home. Her head was never found, but strong circumstantial evidence suggested Davidson killed her.
He was the last person seen with her, and there's some other circumstances I'd rather not go into.
2 years later, a jury convicted Davidson and sentenced him to death. In its decision to overturn the death sentence, the Tennessee Supreme Court found Davidson's attorney didn't offer any evidence of mental illness, even though he should have.
I wish there was more empathy directed toward the victims' families, that the court would act more expeditiously and accurately. If there's a problem, determine it quickly and address that problem quickly.
Now, the Jackson family will have to relive those tragic moments they thought were put behind them. In all likelihood, this new sentencing hearing will be heard by a jury. There will be new lawyers, and it could take up to a year for those lawyers to prepare. In downtown Nashville, Mark Bellinger, News Channel 5 HD.
At the time of his cousin's murder, Doug Jackson was a representative in the Tennessee House. Jackson says he sponsored legislation that made the state's sex offender registry public.